Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. I just saw Nancy Pelosi on Fox News. This is the 2nd of January 2013. And have you ever seen her not do one of these when she's talking? You know, the hands are twisting and they're all over the place like this. I mean, it's like, this is what she does. Whenever she talks, it's one of these, you know? It just goes on and on like this. This is how she talks. Well, I went to WebMD and I typed in a query and I said, what mental illness does someone have when their hands are always moving in front of their faces when they're talking? You might want to do that. It's very interesting. The term that comes up is schizophrenia. Yeah, she has a mental disorder. And I know this doesn't come as a shock to most people, but she does have a mental disorder. But then again, she's not alone. Most of the people, I think, in Congress have a mental disorder. They're struck with the delusionary images of themselves. They think that they're way up there, and they are, because we put them there. You know, I just heard Chuck Schumer. He was all upset because the House hasn't given, $60 billion because of Hurricane Sandy. And Jim Christie, you know, he was all upset because Speaker Boehner hadn't been taking his calls. Well, Speaker Boehner's got a whole lot on his mind other than to be talking to you, Jim. And you should stop eating. You should go on a real big, heavy-duty diet, Jim. You're not going to make it to the 214 or, you know, election then, and you're not going to make it to the 216 run for the president. I mean, that would be, you know, there's very little chance that that's going to happen at the rate you're going. And you also have nothing to offer, you know. I'm amazed that the people in New Jersey are so stupid to have voted you in for governor. But anyway, that's a different story. You know, you rode on a crest on a wave and the wave crashed when you shot your mouth off in front of the world when Obama came to town. You couldn't stop kissing his you-know-what. Anyway, this isn't about Christie, this is about Pelosi. And it's about the rest of the other whacked out Democrats. They're all, I think, somewhat, to a certain degree, mentally ill. If they weren't, the Republicans couldn't have voted the way they did. You're not voting like Republicans, you're voting like Democrats. Well, then you're really rhinos, and you need to declare yourself as such. You know, you're not a Republican. Republicans do not vote to raise taxes on the American people. And Obama, you are, you know, we're not going to tax the middle class. You just did. You just nailed everybody for 2%. Starting January the 1st. Now, to you, that isn't a lot of money, you know, because you're living off on the dole like you have all your life. I don't think you've ever had a job. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. This madness needs to end. And I'm hoping that somebody gets behind a real serious investigation and peels the skin off the orange. You know, the orange is Benghazi. And when that happens, this nightmare will end because Obama will be arrested and charged with high treason. Yeah, among other things, for allowing Americans to be killed. Yeah, that's just for starters. There's a whole lot. And Elena Kagan, yeah, you're going to get whacked out of the Supreme Court. You should have never been there in the first place. You know Obama's ineligible. You're the one that buried his past. And your payola, you know, the Chicago way of doing business, your payola was Supreme Court Justice. Yeah. And you know who's going to get there next, unless Obama's removed? Yeah. The less than honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder, Jr. He's going to get on that bench as well. And then we're really screwed. You know, I mean, it'll be like, we got, oh man, it'll be a nightmare. Hopefully that'll never happen. We'll see. I believe there's a higher spirit, and he's not going to allow this country to be destroyed by a radical Muslim extremist from inside Washington.